Thiessen is a Washington Post columnist, a former speechwriter for President George W. Bush. He's in Washington. Karen Tumulty is a national political reporter for the Washington Post, also in Washington. I want to start with you, Mark. You are a former speechwriter for President Bush, not often someone who compliments President Obama, but last night in that event, unusual though it was, because we thought it was going to be a memorial service, and it had overtones. There was cheering, and there was a lot of clapping. You felt that the president achieved two things in his speech. In fact, you describe it as being two speeches in one, brilliant and courageous. Tell me, from your normally critical perspective of President Obama, why you think so.
Well, first of all, there was two speeches. The first speech was a traditional memorial address like the one, some of the examples you just showed, where he told the stories of the victims and shined a light on them. And I think that was very important because the spotlight had been taken away from the people, from the victims and from the heroes, and focused on this terrible debate that unfurled almost hours after the attacks, trying to lay blame on political rhetoric, and particularly the Tea Party, for causing this tragedy. And President Obama reclaimed the moment for the victims. It was eloquent. It was really well done. But then most presidents would have stopped right there. But he went on and did something which I thought was quite courageous. Is that he rebuked the people who had taken this debate into the fever swamps. The people who had, within an hour of the attack, been tweeting saying it was Sarah Palin's fault. And he said that no one is to blame for this attack. We don't know what was in the mind of this man, and stop pointing fingers. And in so doing, he really reclaimed this moment for the victims. And I thought it was appropriate. It was courageous. It was genuine, and he deserves credit. And
he spoke a great deal about civility in politics. And I don't know whether that was about the point that we are in our politics, which is decidedly uncivil from a historical standpoint, or the uncivility that you're talking about, Mark, that has taken place over the last few days. I want Roland to listen to this carefully and comment on it. Listen to what the president said about civility in his